Hey guys, this is Ed. We're just in the lab at the moment, and that's because I've extended the path down from that bridge and past the bridge too, and put a track along it. So I'm gonna try and show you how it works. It's pretty straightforward. I will hide these redstone torches later. I'm just sort of still testing it a bit, and there's a bridge further on that crosses the last river, and it's not quite finished. It's finished enough to ride over it, but it's still not quite finished. So without further ado, let's go. It's a bit sluggish up there. Then you can see that I extended this first bridge over the second part of the lake thing here, because it just seemed like it would work. And then I built this other bridge here, which isn't finished. I'm building like an arch around it and some extra things, but it is finished enough to ride over it. And we're here. So that's sort of what I've been working on. I think it's pretty cool. It's I don't know what quite to call it yet, because I know people like DocM77, and I think Etho does it too. They named a couple of their roads, of their tracks, like I think it's the Eats Road or something. I don't know if I even pronounced that properly, but I don't have a name for this yet. And I was thinking, if you guys can come up with a really good name, then I'll name it that. But otherwise, I'll just see what I can think of. But yeah, if you got any ideas, comment, and I'll check them out. What I wanted to do this episode, though, mainly, was sort of do a bit more exploring, and talk a bit more about the plan of, like, future builds, I guess, the future project. In the mountain. Just gonna go to bed. I also stumbled upon an NPC village, which I was just like looking around the mountain. I didn't actually want to find an NPC village. I thought we could do that like in a later episode, have a look for it, but it just happened, so yeah. Excuse me. So I'll bring that track around here probably, and along here. And as I said before in a previous episode, I'm planning to make a sort of dam, make use of this sort of chunk error thing, and I'll probably use the lake for squid farming, because there are quite a few. It's quite deep. I'm not quite sure how deep it is, but it's deep enough anyway. There are actually quite a lot of water, little lake things around here too. And then the next sort of, yeah, so the dam will come up here, and it will go probably a little bit higher than this little hill here. So I don't know, maybe 5 blocks high. And I sort of plan to do, I've tested it out on this seed in creative, but it was a bit different, and it was creative, so I could do it a lot more easily. But I sort of have a natural wall, like it won't just be straight. It'll like curve around a bit, and curve back to the end there, and then fill it up. I think when it comes to filling it up, I'll actually have to use an editor. I don't really want to do it because it's kind of like cheating, but there's no easy way to fill it properly without like water dragging you down. So I'll just see what happens there, and then I'll have like outlets on the wall that come out, and they're kind of decorative, I guess. But then the rail path thing, whatever it'll be called, will come along here. I have to flatten the land out a bit, but it'll come along here, and I plan to have it go into the side of the dam, and have like a glass tunnel like through the dam, which is sort of kind of hidden. I don't know how I'll hide it. Probably well, not hide it, but make it look a bit sort of you know, secret. And I'll probably just put some vines around and stuff and make it look, put some trees near the entrance so you can't really see it. And anyway, that will go underneath the dam, and probably, I think the dam will finish around here somewhere, and then just curve back. And the track will come up probably about here somewhere. And then I think in this cliff face here, I want to have a creeper face, but not like a bright green one, or you know, one coloured in wool. I probably make it out of stone bricks and then cover it in vines and things, especially if I have the vines go over the mouth a bit, so it's not, you know, you can't quite see what it is until you examine it a bit more. And then I plan to have the track sort of go into its mouth, same sort of thing as the dam. And then this mountain, well, it's a series of mountains, but they're all sort of connected. And I think from here I can sort of spread out a bit and create quite a large base inside. I can't really find I need dirt. Can't really find a good way up. There are a few paths. I've got to the top before, but I can't remember where the path was. I'll just do this for now. I might cut some of this out or add some more land there so it's more of a sort of sheer cliff face, and probably not have the creeper face actually poke out. Maybe have it sort of kind of inset, I guess, just so it looks like it's just a rock face to start with, and then you look at it closer. And I think that could be pretty cool. But I mean, even from the top you can't really see the scale of these mountains. They're quite large, and they extend down there, but then they also extend all the way over there. See if I can show you that. These sheep like living quite dangerously. Probably push them off. Actually, it's sort of, there's no real sheer cliff face on any of these, so you can't really push them off. And there are a few sort of caverns in there which could be kind of cool to link up. And I plan to make this sort of my main base, but I'll just see what's happening. One other thing is I could create like a bridge from here, I guess, across to that that little island there. I think I can't. Ow. I'm not quite sure whether that's actually an island or whether it's connected there. I think it is an island, and that could be like another part of the base. There's quite a lot of room to move in this base, obviously, and I really like the design of the mountains, like, you know, waterfalls and everything, and that's all with the new terrain generator. I remember the first time, I think it was 1.8 that they updated it, and the first time I opened that up and just had the most amazing maps compared to before. Sorry, my throat is still playing up a bit. Yeah, so that's one thing we can do. And then another thing I'd like to do is I'll wander over to the NPC village. It's not too far away. Sort of connect that, and a lot of people seem to be taking NPC villages and sort of fixing them up and expanding them a bit. I kind of plan to do that a bit. I'm not really sure. I'll just see how I go. But I'm definitely gonna make use of these mountains because there's plenty of room in them, and I'll probably use them to as more of a sort of factory thing. Like, I mean, I do have like my main house thing, which I'm getting kind of tired of, frankly. It does have some factory element. Well, it's not factory, but it's got you know, the farm and the lab, obviously. But I would like to extend that whole sort of premise a bit more. Have mob spawn generators and things. Not spawn generators, but mob generators, mob elevators. I don't know what they're called exactly. So that's quite a big project. Also, possibly connecting this sort of river system. I think there's an ocean out there. Connecting that across to, not to the lake, but to the river system that is near the sort of near the main base that runs around there. And it also needs a bit of a cleanup too, because there are some points where it doesn't like connect properly. So that's something. And also I'd probably need to use like MC Edit to fix the water flow things, because it doesn't, you know, work properly in Minecraft. It's pretty cool from around the back too here. Can't really get to it. It seems a lot more sheer. There are a lot more cliffs just around the back here. I could take advantage of that. I mean, a lot of the massive things which I could build in these wouldn't really be functional. Like, I mean, I could have like a secret airstrip like inside a cliff that you fly into, you know, sort of Star Wars style. But it wouldn't be functional unless I was using the mod with the aeroplanes or the blimp mod, or yeah. So, and I don't really want to use mods in this. Ooh, that's a long drop. Yeah, I don't really want to use mods in this because I sort of like keeping it vanilla. So across here, there's just more. It's sort of extended grazing land. Oh god. My throat just makes me have testy pops now at the moment. The cold, that is, not just constantly going, hello. It is quite annoying. It's like speaking through a cheese grater. Although I'm sure you all know what it's like, unless you're like lucky enough not to have had a cold ever, which is quite unlikely. Anyway, this is the NPC village. Well, that's an interesting. Have a look at that in a minute. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so this could be used. There are a lot of sort of screwed up places in here, especially this house. It's kind of funny. It's like, I mean, it might as well be a prison. There's no entry because the road has kind of screwed that up, but I'd try and fix it probably. Yeah, again, it's just sort of roads that aren't properly built because of the way they're generated. Nothing too special here. I think it's mainly a farming village. Let's head over in this direction and see what we can find. Ah, more rivers. This map has a huge number of rivers. I think well, I mean, it's probably just one system that when it was generated was sort of cut up into pieces, but it is quite expansive. And it's something I'd really like to sort of clean up, because I mean, this is a good section here, but like over here it's quite thin, and it's not really like, I mean, you can get a boat through it, I think. Yeah, you would, but you know, in places like that, you might as well expand it a bit. It's just sort of a bit small. Looks like there's another big forest biome here. All this map seems to be is forest and open plains. Although there is I think there's a swamp biome around the back of those mountains over there. But there's a lot of room to build stuff, like quite large projects if I want to here. And I'll be looking for sort of some ideas from you guys too. Like, I have plenty of my own ideas, but if I could incorporate some of your ideas, it'd be pretty cool too. Especially if you see things like like useful, like really good sort of mob elevators and systems for you know, XP farms and stuff. I know I look at a lot of Etho and DocM videos and and tons of them to get ideas, but if you find any that are really good, just link the video in to me, or yeah, PM me or comment or whatever, because it would be good to get some ideas and some proper ways of building it, because I don't want to like start building it or start building something specific and find out that I've been doing it wrong, or you know, I've got to plan ahead for most of this, obviously, which I'm kind of doing now, I guess. But bloody cliffs. It's certainly an interesting map, though. I mean, there's quite a lot of interesting features about it. Okay, we're just gonna head back. I don't think I haven't put a powered rail there, so I have to start from up here. Yeah, so this isn't quite finished yet, and neither is this bridge, so the track on the bridge isn't finished. And I don't know what else there is to do in this video, because I have to do some resource mining and finish up a couple of things which I'm not quite ready to do yet. So it's probably going to be a bit of a short video, been a bit of a short video, I should say. Sort of kind of like an update, I guess, not really a main video. There we go. But yeah, I quite liked the style, the way I built this, although I might change it slightly, I'm not sure. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to comment. I'll read all the comments, so should be good if you've got anything. Other than that, that's probably about it, guys. I'm gonna try and finish up that bridge quickly, and then and part of the track, hide the redstone wiring. I've still got to finish off the house a little bit, the farmhouse thing, and then I don't know whether I'll go straight to work on the dam or what I'll do. I've got to expand the rail track thing along to the dam, really, like just to that area to start with. Then I'll probably start building it, and that will be probably a couple of videos I'll do. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas for things to build, or have ideas for the name of what this railroad minecart track thing should be called, because it will be quite expansive. I plan to extend it to the NPC village too, and things. Oh, that's the other thing. If you guys have see any videos that are good for stations and things, I'll have a look around. But I need to sort of sort out some station systems, and oh, god damn it, sort out some station systems, because the system that I used in the mines, like, it kind of works, but it's a bit primitive, and like some there, like, again, it's DocM and Etho, and they have good systems, but I've got to like go back through their videos to find out exactly how they do it. But if you guys have any good tutorials, could you link them to me? That would be really helpful. And yeah, otherwise, if you've got any names for this, tell me. I think that's about it, guys. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.